Hello beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time, welcome on in. Thank you for lending your energy to this beautiful tribe. So today's reading, again, I know is a long awaited one. I am doing it, your future spouse. We're going to look into them, what their energies are, where they're at in their journey at this point, and what the path to each other looks like. So you can watch one pile, two pile, all three piles as you're drawn. It's up to you. See what your intuition tells you. But yes, sit back and relax because this is going to be a slightly longer video. So let's look at pile one. We have this oracle card, Bell, that says awakening and has a number 6 on it. So take a look at that energy. For pile two, we have neophyte. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And the keyword is study with the number 16 on the card. And then for pile three, we have cone of power with the keyword energy and the number 34. Okay, so go ahead and take your pick, and I will see you right at your selection. Okay, pile one, welcome to your reading. Sit back, relax, get your favorite beverage or snuggle in a blankie, because we're here to look at your future spouse. So you were drawn to the first oracle card, and we're going to use this card as their overarching energy, their essence of their soul, okay? So this one says Bell and awakening, and has the number 6. And as you can see, there's a lot of earth energy around it, but the symbol is an air symbol. So I'm like very surprised by this person. So their essence is they're a very grounded person, okay? They get along very easily with people. It's not hard for them to blend in, okay? That's what I'm getting. They have a very natural energy about them. They may be into herbs, they may love flowers, so maybe their love language could be getting you flowers or receiving flowers, either way. But it's somebody, maybe they also have a green thumb, okay? So their apartment or their place may have a lot of plants. They just may just like nature, hiking. So a lot of those messages are coming through. Now, this is a very abundant person, I can tell right off the bat. I'll come to the awakening part in a bit, but we have a rabbit here, okay? And rabbits talk about abundance, multiplication of our finances. So they may be very good at investing, and they definitely operate from a gut feeling. So, the earth, the lower chakras, the root is very grounded. They get a lot of creative ideas, and they make a lot of decisions based on their sacral chakra, okay, their gut. Maybe they may be somebody interested in human design, because the gut and the sacral chakra are coming through. So they may be a manifestor or a manifesting generator type. But anyway, they may be interested in those topics. But the word awakening and Bell, of course, they've had their awakening in this lifetime. Okay, so this is not a superficial person. They have been woke, which means they have also gone through a tough cycle. And a lot of times I get comments that, well, that sounds like my energy. Then, I would say congratulations, because you're attracting exactly what you are. And that's who we bring into our lives, right? So this person definitely has context, has experience, values the right things. So they maybe, we'll see, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Taurus might be an important placement for them. That's coming through to me. But yeah, somebody has not had it easy, okay? But with the air, so they could be Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. And again, you can't ask, if you don't know them, you can't ask their sun sign, moon sign, rising sign. But we're talking about the energy. So what they display is strong communications. They are very intellectual. Their mind is always full of ideas. And yeah, they have very, very strong communications. So I'm going to stop there just on this whole essence, but they are meant to have a lifetime of learning, of lessons. And then with the strong air energy here, they're meant to share it with the world, okay? So it's possible, again, if you haven't met them yet, like this card flipped out, the temple path. See, it's all about awakening. So it's possible when you meet them, it is through an event, or you may hear them talk, something like that. Okay, communication is going to be key. So now we're going to just look at their current energies. Okay, this is like in essence who they are, but let's see where they are currently in their journey. And I wanted to do this live shuffling, so, you know, I can have the peace of mind that the cards are not manually orchestrated in any way, but whatever Spirit wants to bring forward, we will. And that's why these readings can take a little bit longer. Oh, interesting. I have mostly blue cards today. Well, there's always, you know, I don't choose the cards choose the reading. So, or you choose the cards, that's how they come through. So let's see, and one last one. So let's see where they are in the current journey. Okay, first up we have Door to Spirit. See, we had the pathway show up. So again, they are on their awakening journey. Probably a window in their mind is completely blown open. Okay, you see how the door is opening up here. So it could be, and by reason we say, okay, awakening takes time. It doesn't just happen overnight, but for some lucky people, it does, okay? Without any event, it can happen for people. So, and there's no right or wrong. There's no good or bad. It just says how it happens and what our soul signed up for. So Door to Spirit, they're definitely very in tune or working on themselves. Deception, temptation, you see how they're coming out of this energy where it's almost like the energy of like breaking through the matrix. Okay, they see for things what they are. We have purification. I love it. Love it. Wombat Spirit, be at home. I like how the wombat has a little crown and crown jewel almost. So yeah, a lot of crown energy coming through. And then we have, wow, the sun. Can you see this? The sun and the sunflower and the coming out of the deception and temptation and on the path to spirit and being at home with who they are. This is lovely energy. I almost want to put it right here so we get a little glare on that sun card. Beautiful. So your person, you know, again, if this is somebody you haven't met yet, this is what they're going through. And you yourself may feel that this is what you're going through, okay? Finally, you've unlocked a path, a feeling within that you're different from others, okay? So this person is very unique. I'm going to shift to them because, again, for me, it's you know, very mirroring energies that I get. So for this reading, I'm not really diving deep into you because I feel like this is your vibration. You'll attract this person. So let's go back to their or third person or whatever, second person reference. There is a lot of awakening with the purification and the sun. And of course, we already got the word awakening for them. So they're coming into the light. What I love, there's only like a gray card here, one gray card. But if you look at everything else, look at the light. Okay, even, I mean, yeah, these are just darker shades, but this is like, there's glow to it. So this person's dark night of the soul is over. And if you're not familiar with it, the dark night of the soul is a long period. It's not one night. It's a long period of our awakening journey, our spiritual journey. I mean, so many memes are coming to my mind where this will show the funny memes of like, you know, what I thought spiritual awakening would be like fun and, you know, like light and full of, you know, brightness and happiness. And but to get there, it's a whole shakeup, right? So this person has gone through the shakeup. They're really light in this moment. And what I mean by that is like, they don't have that heavy energy that kind of sucks you down and, you know, where you want to just be in a hermit mode. They are coming out. They're coming up for sunshine. Look at that. They're looking directly at the light. And, you know, it's, what this tells us that this is a person who has now found themselves. And why you want to look for that, because it's such an important thing, you know, when we're coming into a connection, because we know this person is not going to pretend to be somebody else. this person knows what they're looking for, and they very clearly know what vibration they're attracting to themselves. So beautiful energy, but certainly they may have lost a few friends, or maybe, most of their friends along the way. But, they may have spent a lot of time home. And again, we know when we are healing, when we're going through our spiritual journey, we do need to be home. But with this be at home energy, it's almost about the authenticity of the person. Okay, so as I also want to see like what else the tea leaves tell us about their current energy, the astral house that they're focused on at the moment. We have wealth. Look, I knew it with the purity, the sunflower, the rabbit, and the sun, and of course the door to spirit. It's like a lot of abundance that they're attracting them themselves. They are pulling this in. That is also their focus. Yeah, look at that. And then we have career. So they're kind of finding, as I said, they may have lost a lot of friends. They may also be in the middle of changing their career. That's very, very likely. So often when we go through these experiences, you'll see people change everything. They change their home, they change their career, they change their friends, they literally change their schedule, like their daily life. Everything changes completely for them. So they are focused on building from the ground up. They are focused on career, finances, and kind of just building, maybe like also like working towards a dream home with this card over here. But they're on the up and up. That's what I'm picking up. So let's see if we can get some important months. This could be their birthday, your birthday, the month you meet, the month you make things official. Take it as it fits. So we have May. We have February, just coming up. And then we have March. Wow, look at that. So coming out of winter, right? Coming out of winter and getting into spring and summer. So these may be interesting months for you. Again, could be your birthdays, theirs, or let's get this up here. Or, it could be like an important time. Maybe their career takes off. Maybe there's an important travel that takes place at this time. But this is, again, going to be important to both of you. So, and look at the sun signs as well for those months. What would that be? I suck at like recalling them. But could be Pisces, Gemini, or Taurus. Those could be some of the main, maybe yours or theirs. Okay, so now let's look at maybe a little bit of astrology. Since we're talking about the signs, let's look at their sun, moon, rising. I'm going to draw 3 cards from here, and then we'll draw some tarot on those. Again, I want to invite you to have an open mind that this does not have to be their sun, moon, rising, but we're looking at the characteristics of those axes of a person. Okay, so let's see. Their sun, we have Mars, very driven person, very driven. For their moon, their internal home, oh, so beautiful, Cancer. And then for their rising sign, how they see themselves, how the world sees them, is the Leo. Wow, they really kicked up the fire. Well, we have the sun here, which is a Leo energy. But then we also have Mars coming through. So we have Aries and Capricorn energy. Interesting. So their outwardly expression. And what we mean by sun, moon, rising is sun is what you're meant to be in a lifetime, right? We always start with the rising, and it's the hero's journey starts here to make it all the way to here. And then this is our emotional well-being. So Cancer. So this person, people may see them, like let's say your friends and close loved ones, or let's just say friends and family. They could look at them as somebody full of energy, a lot of gusto, a lot of ideas, is always go, go, go. They may also be physically very fit, whatever definition is that for you, right? So they're going to appear very fit, very healthy to you, or to people in general. But they bring a lot of passion to everything. That's how people know them. That's how people see them. In their rising, and literally like the first impression, we have Leo. So I'm not surprised. So they're very close in their, this person is full of fire. Very, very interesting, because they're very confident, okay? They're very grounded, and because of the experiences that they have, they're super confident. And with the Leo, again, the lover, they're very kind, loving person, very attractive, playful, warm. So the first impression is like, this person is not closed off. They're very open. They're very warm. They're confident, and they're just full of energy. In their emotional well-being, so what brings them safety, security, where they feel, when they feel completely at the center, they have the home energy, the Cancer energy. So we had be at home, and then we have the Cancer energy showing up in their emotional well-being, or their moon sign, and this just says that they are a very sympathetic, a very loving person. Home, family, connections are very important to them. And they may be, despite of how much fire there is in the external, this may be somebody who likes to just snuggle at home and stay at home and just watch a movie with you. But it's interesting because there's so much fire in them that they can adjust anywhere. So this is I'm getting a very flexible person, but nothing trumps being, with their loved ones and dear ones, and just like being comfortable in their PJs at home, and just connecting and bonding. Okay, a very, very sweet side to them that's there. So let's see, let's throw some tarot. Spirit, let's look at their sun, moon, rising. Okay, this is just coming out. Let's look at their sun, moon, rising. One more card. I wouldn't be surprised if they love working out, like, because for their sun with the Mars, we got the strength energy coming out, major arcana. Woo, this is a Leo. Wow, this could be a Leo person. Very interesting, because with their sun, Leo coming out. With their moon, we have the 8 of Pentacles. Let's get one for their rising. We have the Queen of Cups. Look at that love energy. Look at that love energy. Okay, so really the first impression is somebody who's very lovable, very kind, very bold, but also very playful. And, is not afraid to display emotions, okay? With the Queen of Cups, again, they have a nurturing energy to them, even at the first impression. And in their, as I said, in their home, safety, in their foundation, we have the Cancer energy, like the homemaker, and they have the 8 of Pentacles. So perhaps this could be somebody who also has like a lot of projects going on at home, and they may find satisfaction in actually doing one thing after another. I think this energy comes in my readings often, especially for future spouse. There tends to be one pile, or maybe even more piles, where this energy comes through, where people really like to do a lot. And I'm not surprised, because when you are so open spiritually, you have a lot of inspiration that comes through, like divine inspiration, right? And that leads to a lot of projects. So they may be busy all the time, but doing things at home, or just being busy with creative work, brings them immense satisfaction. I do want to call out, because I just got the message to clarify that no, this is not a workaholic person who tries to use work as an excuse to cope with things. No, this is a person that actually finds safety, security, happiness in doing more projects. So, I won't be surprised if this is somebody who decides to like renovate a room on their own. And it's not because they want to show off. They just want to learn. It just makes them so happy to keep doing something or the other at home. Okay. So with this coming out here, with the Mars energy coming with the strength and the sun, you see the similarity here. Again, the sun. Oh, this person and the sunflower. I can't believe this might as well be a Leo, this is the Leo major arcana. So people do see them as somebody, and that's why I said weightlifting or gyms, because we have the strength and the Lord of Strength. So Sun and the Lord of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Mars coming through over here. So interesting. And there's boxing gloves over here. I didn't notice that before. they're on fire. Like people see them as full of energy. This is beautiful. A very, very confident person. Loves working out possibly or doing something in nature. Again, she is standing in a beautiful, outdoor scene over here with the grass and the flowers in her head. I was going to say hair, but it's a lamb. So, yeah. Very, very, very beautiful person. Okay, so let's see. Let's move on to see, what your compatibility is going to be like. I think this tends to be people's favorite part. So I'm going to draw one card for mental, one for emotional, one for physical chemistry. And then we should probably maybe use the yin yang as well. I'm going to try to use that out. So first card out, this is your mental compatibility. 9 of Wands. Okay, this is going to take work initially because both of you may have some defense mechanisms. This is interesting that this card is showing up, but we're going to draw clarifiers with the Oracle. So that's mental. Let's see. Emotionally, we have 7 of Swords. Oh, but people need to do more work on trust issues. This is what it's showing us. Okay, and then don't worry, we're going to do the journey to each other, right? Because we're talking future spouse. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles when it comes to physical chemistry. I mean, grounded energy, a lot of it, happily ever after. You guys are going to be making babies or adopting babies or fur babies, whatever that is. The 10 of Pentacles is the happily ever after, excess of abundance and excess of family pleasures, home pleasures, monetary and otherwise, and there's a lot of it. Okay, 10 is the max. So you're gonna take it to the max. So interesting. So let's draw some oracles on this. And then bottom deck we have the Fool. So it's possible this group, you have not met this person. Okay, this is going to be a brand new relationship, and yeah, that's what I'm going to go with, because this deck has 2 Fool cards. There's the Fool and then there's a Fool 2.0. So this is not, if you were expecting like a reconnection with somebody, no, that's not the energy of this pile. I would say pick another pile. But for you, this is a brand new connection. And again, flowers are coming through over here. Ooh, the Knight of Cups. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Let's get our yin yang. So what's going on with this 9 of Wands? Wands. I don't know why I said it that way. So mentally, what's the block here, Spirit? The 9 of bounds. 9 of Wands. Why do they have boundaries between both people? So 2 cards came out. We have apology, forgiveness, and courage and change. So this tells me, like, for both of you, there are energies where there's still some past experiences that are in your psyche for you and for them. Okay, because now we're looking at compatibilities over here, and it's like a journey of getting on this change, but treading carefully. Okay, that's what this is. So initially in your mind and their mind, you may both start slow, but we do have the apology and forgiveness. And what we're working on is really trying to emulate this, the thinking process of forgiving the past, forgiving the people, the circumstances, whatever it is from the past, so we can heal and move forward. Okay, so that's what's going on over here. So Spirit, what's with the 7 of Swords over here? What's gonna take to open the heart? Because initially, again, there's trust issues here. We are like this, what is this, an ostrich? Is carrying a cage with a bird, and then there are like birds on the other swords here. And what the energy it's giving me is like, you see how the ostrich is holding the cage, like just taking it. It's like, this is a reference to your heart. So there is an energy of safeguarding your heart. You're not ready to just share it yet. And the same goes with that person. So Spirit, what is going on emotionally? What would it take for both people? We have Pluto transformation. Yeah, so you both are going through. It's funny because we saw the change in Pluto transformation. Pluto has just changed. Do you see those words together? Pluto has just changed signs after 15 years, or 14 and a half, 15, whatever you want to call it. This planet, again, astronomically is not considered, but astrologically it's a heavy hitter. It's a heavy hitter. This is Scorpio energy over here, or let's say the modern ruler. I do go by traditional. So Mars is traditionally Scorpio's lord, but in modern astrology you can say Pluto is as well. So if you're a Scorpio rising or sun, you're going through a major transformation at the moment, as Pluto has entered your fourth house. Again, it could be different if you're a different sign, but Pluto has gone into Aquarius, and perhaps you're in Aquarius, or any of the fixed signs, which is Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. If you're any of those signs, and probably they are too, this is a major transformation period. So there's like a little bit more grayness that needs to come to the surface so you can release it, because that's what we're seeing, right? Forgiveness and change. And once that is done, your heart is going to open up, but you have to choose to open your heart, okay? Because that's what I'm seeing. There's like initially, maybe currently at the stage, there are some trust issues because we're going through a lot of change, okay? And that is understandable. That is human. There's nothing wrong with that. But you will get to this point of 10 of Pentacles, creating for the long term. This is long-term committal relationship. And then look at that. I was just going to go to the physical chemistry card and look what comes up. You have integration and union. So definitely a very sustainable long-term relationship. And physically, like, you will melt, okay? The chemistry is off the charts here. It's a very stable chemistry, okay? This is not like a supernova where it's not one's energy, where it's like a lot of fire and then it fizzles out. No, this is like sustainable. Oh my God, I don't know if you guys are going to sleep at night or not. But this is long-term ongoing because both people feel so completely integrated with each other. There's like a really perfect union over here. Lovely. So let me see my notes. What's the next part? Is journey to each other. So I want to use this deck, the Twin Flames deck, to see what is, before you come into this beautiful union, what is the one lesson they have to do? What is the one lesson for you? And then together, what are you going to create, or what are you going to master together? Okay, so for them, Spirit, can you show us what is the one area that they're working on before they come into this union? For pile one's person. For pile one's person, we have loss of self and identity. Discover your true self again. Perfect. So that's what the first keyword, if you remember, we saw here was awakening. So they have to finish up their journey, and it's interesting it coming right on the courage, change, and on this card just keeps giving me a journey energy. So this is what they're working on, right? The 9 of Wands, the closeness that they have created. We did get that energy early on that they may have lost a lot of friends. You know, it's like the family situation could be different. I don't get that much family drama from them, like not from them or around them. But I certainly feel that they have lost a lot of connections along the way. So that's the lesson that they're going through right now, as they're trying to come out into the light. So there's just remnants of that. Let's look at you. What lesson do you have to complete, or you are completing, before you come into union? We have control, stagnation, delusion, release the need to control situations, okay? This is exactly what the 7 of Swords was telling us, right? So we're not trusting people yet. There's still some issues we're working through, in the sense that we do want to, I just like called to see travel. Interesting. So again, you know, when we have, even though we heal, again, healing is not a linear cycle, it's a cyclical. So as you move out of the spiral, you know, if this is the center, let's say the center here, this is how healing happens. So if a lesson was over here, you're going to hit that lesson over and over again. However, as we grow our aura and our, you know, ability and learning and open up our mind, the same lesson over here keeps getting farther and farther from its impact on us. Means we keep getting better and better and better at looking at that lesson as a lesson. So, and ultimately saying like, hey, we're not in control of anything. We're really small in the universe, but at the same time, we have free will, right? So this is where maybe some of you may be familiar with the Buddhist concept of, don't worry about things you can't control, because if you can't control them, what's the point of the worry, right? Again, it's in a lot of manifestation methodologies and things, but that's what the lesson that you're going through is, like the allowing the need to control to dissipate. Okay, that's the big one for you. And let's see, together in your union, what are you going to create? Cycles, momentum, force, life cycles. Stay grounded in the now. Very nice. So this looks like, it's a journey of, the spiral. That's why they were making me draw the spirals. You're going to help each other grow, really grow. And what you're going to see is it says stay grounded in the now and creating momentum and force together. Okay, so the grounding energy has been here with us from the start. So together, you're going to create this 10 of Pentacles, and you're going to turn it into, I know it sounds big, but for me, I'm getting the energy of like, this is not just this lifetime, but it's almost creating a cycle of coming in union in future lifetimes as well, if that's what you believe in, and I think you do, in us having many incarnations. But this is like creating this holistic, grounded growth cycle together. And I'm looking at the wealth and career here. So it is possible, because we do have the integration union and the 10 of Pentacles, and they just drew my attention to these cards. I won't be surprised that you create a business together. Pile 1, it's likely. So just be open to it. But yeah, there's some work that needs to be done. So let's see, let's close your reading with messages from Romance Angels. This is for the both of you. What do you need to hear? Pay attention to the red flags. The sign are cautioning you. Okay. Again, there's like something from the 7 of Swords. We're still guarding our heart. Let's get some more. Free yourself. You see how this like energy is mirroring with the 9 of Wands, the 7 of Swords. But people right now are too guarded, okay, looking at red flags when they don't even exist. That's how I see this card. It's like we're too guarded, so we're looking at everything very, very cautiously. So we need to free ourselves. That is very important. And let's get your final message. Well, 2 popped out. So we have heart-to-heart conversation. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And this is the the forgiveness, the apology, the change, the transformation. And then this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Again, I know I said you haven't met them. This could be in the astral realm, right? You've probably met in the 5D. But the most important things here that we're looking at for both people, again, are that you free yourself, okay? And don't try to control situations. Be open to people coming into your life. Again, especially communication and the thought process and the spirituality and the emanating of light may be something as important indicators for you when you meet this person. But you got to free yourself, okay? You got to not look at every person as somebody who's going to hurt you. No, this is all part of a journey, part of lessons. And remember, we're not in control. So what are we in control of? We're in control of how we integrate those into our psyche, how we move on from things, and how we learn and grow. And just thank the experience for helping us grow to the next level, okay? So looks like, again, those months are important. This could be really close if you meet them in these months, or if those months are crucial for you. But make sure the lines of communications are really open between you two. That's what I have for you, Pile 1. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Comment below what parts particularly resonated with you. I love reading everybody's comments and responding to you guys. As always, thank you for your support, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. pile 2, welcome to your reading. We're just cleansing the space and we'll get going. I hope you're doing well. Just cleansing myself as well. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for being here, pile 2. So you were drawn to the second oracle card. It says neophyte and the keyword study. The number here is 16, which reduces to a 7, which is actually all about alignment with the true self. And as you can see in this card, so we're going to take this as the essence of your person, okay? Their soul essence of who they really are at their, yeah, as I said, at the soul essence. So this person with the study, and we have a candle, and we've got some, you know, either sage or like us, like Palo Santo. Let's get you a little bit in camera if we can. Some nice cleansing. I also have an incense going. Interesting. So this person may really like incenses, candles. Scents may be important, and you know, because they do like to do a lot of meditation. They do like to be really connected to the self. And with the study here, you see how they're like working on the self, because this person is looking at themselves in the mirror. I don't know if you can notice, you see the candle over here. You look at the flame and look at it in the mirror. You see, so there's probably have very strong manifestation powers. They can really create a lot with their mind, and you know, they may have like a very, very active third eye is what I'm getting from this image. But somebody who will look into their deep, deep shadows. They do a lot of shadow work, deep work, healing. A very wise person, I would say, and not afraid to, I would say, like go deep into conversations, deep into study, into learning philosophies, new religions, astrology, tarot, the occult, witchcraft, spellcraft. They may have a lot up their sleeve, or they just may be like drawn to these occult knowledges. Okay, so very spiritual person. Again, we do see a big full moon in the background, and that really represents of, you know, the cycles of light and healing that we go through. So they may have gone through several awakenings in this lifetime. So this person is like very, very deeply spiritual. And again, I know a lot of, I get the most comments I get is like, well, this sounds like my energy. And I always say congratulations, because you are, wherever you are, that's exactly what you're attracting. So this sounds good and it sounds like you, then amazing, congratulations, hats off, give yourself a pat on the back, because that's what you're attracting in your life. And with the hawk up here, or the eagle, okay, don't quote me on it. It's really giving me the sense of like, you know, even though they love to do this inner work and be really like lost in their own world and their own spiritual journey, make no mistake, this person has an eye on the real life world as well. So it's not somebody who has like what we call, like in yogic terms, theog. Okay, they haven't like disconnected from the world, from the 3D, from the material world. Make no mistake. So this person may be very good, excuse me, at making money and abundance, at creating businesses, or even in the career, they may be at a pretty high level. They're very, because they've done so much inner work, this is in full bloom, okay? They do understand what needs to be done to thrive, and they do have pretty good taste, I would say, in the material sense. So, and not that there's anything good or bad with people who don't do that, okay? So don't let your mind or your fears, your ego go there. No, we're just trying to understand this person, and this person is very in tune with their second house, which is self-worth. They have a very healthy self-value, self-worth, because of which they create their abundance. But at the same time, they love nothing more than keeping on studying themselves and growing further. And, you know, they feel very, very aligned to me. Beautiful. Okay. So we're going to rest this card over here for their essence. And let's see what their current energy is. So we're going to draw from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oracle cards. So just bear with me. I hope you're comfortable. As I said in the intro, this is one of the longer ones that I do. So it does not come out often because it requires A lot of energy from you, but also a lot of attention, not attention, time from you. Okay, so, and I like to do these live shuffle. If I can, if I don't have time, that's when actually, this is where it should go. Then I would pre-pull normally, but I like these to be a little bit more open. So let's get this one here. Let's get our animal oracle. And then, last but not the least, our Lenormand. Oh, there are too many cards. Okay, let's try that. Owls. Communication. Well, they have birds. Interesting. So they may be a very good communicator. Well, we'll get there. We'll get to know them more. So let's get one card from the Lenormand. Okay, let's see the current energy. Pile 2. We have hostilities. All right. So they are going through some sort of competition. Maybe they are a little guarded at the moment. We have distance, retreat, or timeout. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. This person loves timeout to themselves. And they're at a gateway. Bat spirit of rebirth is assured. I mean, if this person doesn't go through rebirths and transformations, I don't know who does. And then we have the sun. Wow, I can't believe it. This came out in the last pile as well. So again, the main spiritual energy or the main common energy that I'm getting across the piles, you don't have to watch pile 1, is the sun card, because these are, you know, in the collective, again, including you, because I like to remind people, you attract what you are. So you are going through this journey as well, where you are coming to the light. You've gone through your spiritual awakening, or you feel like the lessons have been really hard and long and drawn out. And that's what the bat spirit here is to tell us, is that the rebirth is assured. It is also the number 5, which talks about changes. And these changes are the ones that our soul signed up for, so we can grow to the next level, okay? I'm going to talk about this gateway, but let's look at here. This is what they're coming from, another similar energy with a very gray energy coming over here. They may feel like they may have disconnected from the world at the moment because they just don't want to argue with people. They do not want to be in a place where they have to explain themselves. Again, their interest in meditation, let's say yoga, the occult, whatever it is, these spiritual journeys may be very different from the people around them. So they're almost like preserving their sanity, because it's a very powerful energy to choose not to engage. Okay, it's similar to the 5 of Wands in tarot, where, you know, it's like, yeah, there are people around you who kind of nag you or kind of question you and just like here to just tell you, or like confused admirers who, you know, portray a lot of jealousy on the surface. You know, it takes like a bold amount of, I would say, determination to just not engage, and that's what they are. So it's a very wise person who knows when to distance themselves from these people or situations, even where they get a lot of mental chaos, and they're kind of like, they don't look down upon it, rather they look at it as it's important for them to conserve their spiritual aura, their light energy. Okay, so this is not a person who's going to sit down and argue and berate with people or debate. It's like, okay, you know, if that's whatever your belief system is, sure, you should believe that. There should be no one telling no one what they should believe, right? So they believe in that independence, and they believe in that, no, not everybody has to think like them. So a very wise energy, very grown-up energy, I have to say. And again, that doesn't mean like an age number, but it's their personality is very grown up. Now with that, of course, they're going through a rebirth, or they have already gone through a rebirth. So it may have been a solo journey, but look at the gateway and the sun. So it's just showing us, and this has a unicorn. It's not a horse, it's actually a unicorn, if you can see. So they are at the precipice of a big breakthrough. I feel like they're coming out into the light at this moment. I'm sorry if this is too much glare. It's interesting. These are very tiny fairy lights, but when I'm recording, they appear so bright. It's not even funny. So I think that's what it's like And as I said that, you see there was a dimmer. I'm not doing anything. It's just happening. So there is like light coming to your life. I pile two. I want you to take this moment and then just take in a big inhale and exhale and just welcome this energy, because I feel there's a lot of light coming to your lives, to you and your persons. This time of being in a cave, being, in the dark and trying to work and walk forward with just our intuition, because with our physical eyes are not able to see the path, but we're using our intuition and we know the path that we're on is not wrong. That is what is in alignment with our soul. So again, congratulations to you, Pile 2. I'm picking up a lot of spiritual energy from you. So the light, you're coming into the light. They are coming into the light. I mean, I won't be surprised if this union kind of happens very quickly, because of the gateway card. It's almost like you're at the precipice of meeting this person, or you've just met them. And it's giving me Uranus energies, pretty big Uranus energies. Uranus is going direct, let's say later this week. So by the time you see this video, it may be like just a couple days. I think it's the 27th or the 28th. I'm not accurate, but definitely before the month of January ends, if you're watching this in 2024. Uranus is going direct very soon, and Uranus is the awakening planet. It's a planet of awakening. It is a planet of sudden movements, serendipities, like shocks, surprises, aha moments, and that's the energy I'm getting. So I'm very happy. This is very exciting. So let's see what is currently the astral house that they're working on, meaning like what are they focusing their energies on currently. Let's see what the tea leaves have to say. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. We have love. So as he said, this person is at the gateway. They're opening their heart and they're not letting anybody tell them what to do. Oh my God. And we have marriage. All right, let's do a mic drop moment right here. I wish I could like add a running emoji or something over here that says, yep, this is a future spouse reading. So I like it. That's where their mind is. So they're ready to kind of, because of all the introspection that introspection that they've done, they really know who they are and they really know who they want in their life, right? So let's draw just like 3 months from the Tea Leaf Oracle and see, these could be months you meet them, their birthday, your birthday, or when you guys make things official. We have April, we have September, and then we have August. Okay, so these could be important months. Again, take them as they fit, okay? Maybe you meet them in this time, or as I said, this could be either person's birthday, or maybe when we tie the knot and it will make things official. Take it as it fits. So from here, the next section, we're going to look at their possible sun, moon, rising. And I invite you to be open and know that we're looking at the characteristics. So of course, if you haven't met this person, you're not going to ask them at the first time, hey, what is your sun, moon, rising? We like to, the occultists would definitely have their conversation, but the first conversation, likely not with a new person. But these are more about how the world sees them, what is their inner being. So this will take us the sun. The moon is going to tell us their inner being. It's too many cards. And then the rising is going to be like, what is the first impression that they give to people? So we have the moon, and then let's do the rising. And we'll draw tarots as clarifiers. So let's look at their sun, meaning how they appear in the world or their journey. Wow, they have the moon with feelings. So people see them as a very, very, I don't want to say not emotional person. I mean, moon is a big emphasis. You see, we have the big full moon here, and then the moon is showing up again. So they could be Cancer, Pisces, perhaps. But with the moon, they're very one with their emotions. So people may see them as like, they are on the face exactly how they are in their heart. So they have a very open heart, and they have a very open energy, meaning like what you see is what you get. Okay, that's what I'm getting with the moon card. But they are definitely a very comfortable person to be around, because the moon does talk about our comfort and our safety. So they have this aura of trust around them. In their moon energy, on where they feel the most connected and most comfortable, we get the conjunction and the keyword empowerment. So this really talks about, they love to partner. They love to work with someone. They love to lift other people, because conjunction is when two planets come together. And the whole point of a conjunction is you get the power from both the planets and the best comes forward, okay? And if one planet has certain weaknesses, the other one complements it. And it's the synergies, right? The synergies that two planets create is what conjunction is. And for them, they love to partner with somebody, okay? Be it career, be it home, but we're talking about the moon. So at home, this person would love to do very, very much help you or have you help them in like usual home chores. So they enjoy that. And it's like if you cook, they clean. If they cook, you clean. But this is just like this energy of like gelling with another person, okay? That really brings them a lot of comfort. And in their rising, wow, they have 11th house, the edge. So this is Aquarius energy. 11th house it's more innovative, it's more new age, it's more outgoing, or very creative, I would say. So with the Aquarius energy, and again, I'm being called to say that Pluto has now gone into the sign of Aquarius as of like 3-4 days ago when I'm recording this, and this is a big shift in spirituality. It's because the planet Pluto does not change signs easily. It's like 14 to 20 years in one sign. So it's coming out of Capricorn and going in this 11th house energy. So with their rising being there, 11th house talks about new age, technology, friendships, communities, but it's almost cutting edge, okay? And not to like overemphasize the coolness of Aquarius or the 11th house, but it's definitely a little bit out there, a little bit on the edge, okay? This is like somebody who may be interested in, like now when we talk about self-driving cars, this person may have been talking about self-driving cars like a decade ago, maybe like 15 years or 2 decades ago. That's the type of energy they have. So in their rising, the first impression is this is a very innovative person who has very new age thinking. So very inspiring person when somebody meets them for the first time. But honestly, a very, very warm person, a very caring person, and nothing brings them more joy than actually lifting all boats with this conjunction in their moon energy. So let's get clarifiers from tarot. What is the moon in their sun energy? Oh, wow, look at that. We got the Fool. Beautiful. So they have a very fresh energy. And as I said, what you see is what you get. But they may be somebody who opens the conversation with people, with the Fool coming out with the moon. And the way they approach is so warm and heartfelt that there is no hesitation among other people, okay? So we'll come to this. Let's look at what brings them calm and comfort and safety. Wow. Are you looking at this pile too? We have the sun, we have the moon, we have the sun. I mean, this is an amazingly deep person, very bright and very much aligned, and they have a very special spiritual connection to the divine, and they draw a lot of inspiration, and that shows. And then we have the Ten of Swords in the rising. Okay, so Ten of Swords, again, they may create, because we're talking, rising is usually the first impression that people get, and we're talking about 11th house cutting edge, right? So sometimes what they say may be premature for people to, digest, like integrate within them. So for example, go back to that example of self-driving cars. If this person was really, boisterously, with full excitement, talking about that 2 decades ago, people may just close up to their minds and say, all right, this person, I don't know what they're talking about, right? So sometimes they could give off that energy of like being ahead of their time. That's possible, but that's because they're a very intelligent person and they're very aligned with spirit. So they do get a lot of downloads as well. But look at this. They are such a warm person. What brings them comfort, of course, like being out in the sun, okay? They would love nothing more than just like going out for a walk on a sunny day. But genuinely being around people who have this energy, okay? Who bear their soul, who are creative, who have their inner child, being very in tune with their inner child. So they enjoy being around people who are creative and are fun and are very genuine and just like curious at life. But with the moon and the fool over here, is like this would be somebody that people see as an entrepreneur. Okay, somebody who jumps off. You see, there's an edge here and the edge here. Like this is a graphical or pictorial representation, and literally the words, the edge, are over here. So this person gives this energy of like somebody who lives on the edge and like all of a sudden comes up with a very inspirational idea. There may be somebody like, you know, who pitches ideas to clients and like brings in a lot of business, and they do it with a lot of genuine feeling. Okay, so a very genuine person. There's no, you know, deceit to this person whatsoever, but it's just that sometimes their ideas may be a little bit too cutting edge for people to kind of absorb. Okay, so let's get to the fun part. Let's get to the union. So we're gonna look at what would the union be like around 3 axes. We're gonna look at mental, emotional, and physical compatibility, and we'll draw one from tarot and one from what was the other one I used? And one from the Yin Yang Oracle. Okay, so let's see. Spirit, show us pile 2s and their person's mental compatibility. What is that going to be like? We have the 9 of Swords. I knew it because I was going to say maybe initially because I had this feeling we are currently too stressed out, okay, to open up to another person. Let's look at emotional space. And we'll draw clarifiers. Emotionally, 8 of Wands. Okay. Oh, I love the 8 of Wands on the Sun card, the conjunction. Moving forward. I love that. Coming out of this and coming into... So this is where our brain is overactive and the ego and the fears are taking front seat. Okay, they're in the driver's seat. And this is where we're doing analysis paralysis to ourselves. 9 of Swords is when we take one thought and we turn it into 9. So one sword, one tiny thing, and we like really blow it out of proportion and we stay up at night. This is a self-inflicted energy. This is not... because it's swords, it's air, it's not touchable, it's not tangible. So it's not people, it's not circumstances, it's just our thought process. So both people are working through this energy of like, okay, let go, let the past wounds go, let the past experiences go so we can move on and have an open mind. And once you do that work, look at that. When you work from your gut, wands represent our spirit. So when we open up and connect with our spirit, we are go, 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 forward momentum. I love this. And let's get our physical chemistry. What's that going to look like in this union? We have the Hanged Man. Wow. Very interesting. And on the bottom deck, I have the Empress. Very interesting energy. I can't say too much kinky stuff on here. But for me, this is like... it's very different, so there may be interest in complete role reversals in here. Okay, so we flip the roles of whatever you associate in a partner, like the masculine and the feminine. But I mean, with the Empress being at the bottom, there's a lot of fertility. So you know, and I see like a baby duckling or a baby duck over here in transformation. So if you do not want to get knocked up or knock the other person up, just take precaution. But quickly before I get the clarifiers for this one, oral stuff may be very interesting to both parties. This is wow, you guys are gonna be kinky. This is again like 6-9 type things, okay, but very strong physical compatibility and a lot of like desires coming through in this connection. Okay, there's going to be a lot of fire, but there's also going to be a lot of layback and pleasing each other. Do you know what I mean? That one person just like lays back and the other person like is just like at it, and then you take turns another day, something like that. But very in tune with their sexuality in this connection. So Spirit, let's clarify the 9 of Swords in the mental body. What's going on in the mental space? Why are we closed up? So freedom, leap, Uranus, opportunities. We talked about Uranus here, didn't we? Am I crazy? Because the reading started melding into my mind. Yeah, 11th house Aquarius and Pluto going there. Oh, we didn't talk about Uranus. We talked about Pluto. Uranus was in the last reading, sorry. So, yeah, take look at this word here and look at what's happening over here. And the Fool card, okay? So this is where you may find yourself, and again goes for both people, really blocking yourself just by doing analysis paralysis. But Spirit is asking you to like really connect with your heart, with your spirit, and take a leap of faith, okay? Look at these as the serendipities or these interactions as opportunities for you to grow. I do, with the Uranus showing up over here, it is going to happen very, oh my God, this feels like so like deja vu to me, because I think I said it in the previous pile, but Uranus is going direct. If I said it in your pile, I apologize for repeating myself, but Uranus going direct within a few days of this video coming out is gonna bring sudden shifts, very sudden shifts, because Uranus is the planet of awakening, it's the planet of sudden changes, like synchronicities, like out of the blue something happens, and out of the blue you meet this person. What they want me to share is just watch out for your knee-jerk reaction. It might be to like hold back, and Spirit wants you to be open, like just go with the flow, and that's where we need to open our minds. And this goes for both people, so that at first you guys may just hold yourself back, but once you connect and ground yourself, there's like, you'll see how freeing this connection really is. Let's look at emotional connection with the 8 of Wands. We have messages and dreams. Wow, you guys are already emotionally connected in your dream state in the 5D. But your spirit, your souls are so well connected. This would be a very, very intuitive connection where you will be able to read each other's like bodies, like faces, you know, like not even faces. I feel like even if you're looking the other way, just looking at your back and your shoulders, this person would be able to pick up what's going on. And same for you. So there's a very, very strong intuitive connection, emotionally speaking, between this pair that I'm seeing over here. I mean, I'm blown away. Hats off to you guys. This is very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. So let's see, physical chemistry. Can we clarify that? Wow, so much came out. Okay, we're going to put these back. One more time. Spirit, can you tell us more about the physical connection, the physical chemistry? Okay, let's see what we have. So we have apology, forgiveness, and then we have renewal and spark. Okay. You guys, again, be open with the forgiveness energy over here. This card usually comes up in my readings when we're trying to forgive ourselves for the past. And I don't mean like for us doing something wrong, for us to holding on to things from the past. So with these two coming out, and the renewal and the spark over here, let me just see, it's in frame. Renewal and spark, like this is again, Hangman talks about taking a different perspective, right? So be open, don't hold yourself back. The more you communicate, do not let the past hold you back. You have to forgive the past and move on, so you can have this renewal and the spark. But with the spark and the, you know, the sparklers and the fireworks here, again, There is a very, very strong connection. Of course, this is a major arcana that you have. So you're like you're going to blend very well. You're meant to blend together. So just be open to that, but don't let the past hold you back. This is a new energy where you're going to find the motivation and you're going to inspire each other. And I don't know if it's touch, if it's whatever else you like to experiment with, but you're going to feel very comfortable, and Spirit really wants you to be open about it and communicate it to each other. Okay, so let's use the twin flames to look at the journey to each other. Okay, so we're gonna get one lesson that they're currently working on in order to come to you. We're gonna look at one lesson you are currently working on or need to work on. So the lesson they're working on, we got the chaser out to get to them, and then we'll see what is it that you're going to work on together. So for them, we got the chaser, and I'll talk about that. Let's see, for you, we got big goals. Don't call it a dream, call it a plan. Career, business success, claim your place in the world. Okay, that's for you. For them, we have the chaser, and the chaser is like pursuing somebody, but at the same time, the chaser, what happens with the chaser, the more you chase, the more the runner keeps running. So the big lesson here is to let go of control, to be okay and open with rejection, and just to allow the energies to come. And it says over here, let them go and let it be. So that's the lesson that they're working on. They may have, because you see, we saw the love and the marriage emphasis that we're getting with this person, right? They're at a gateway where they're completing this lesson of like, no, it's like, yes, I can chase dreams and chase everything, but love has got to come. I just need to know who I am and who I want in my life. So that's what they're working on. And for you, it looks like in your conscious, like in your super conscious or out in the front, you are currently probably in an energy of like, you're not even looking for love. Okay, with the career and big goals energy coming out over here. So deep down in your subconscious, in your gut, you definitely want this relationship. But right now, you may be going in a linear trajectory of like, I want to achieve my goals first. I want to do X first, and then I'm going to think about love. So with that lesson coming through, or those messages coming through, it's just like, absolutely work on your dreams. Okay, and it says, don't call it a dream, call it a plan. Absolutely. Keep working at your plan. Be so much, I would say, immersed in it, but at the same time, know that life is not a linear journey. It's only on Earth that we humans create the timeline as linear, but time exists, past, present, future exist right now, all at the same minute. So with this lesson, Spirit is just asking you to be open. It's like, yeah, you don't have to go out of your way to look for love, but at the same time, don't turn a blind eye when these opportunities arrive and somebody comes and talks to you, okay? So keep your heart open, pile 2. Keep working at your goals. You're doing great. You do you, but at the same time, just put the energy out there that, yes, I may not be proactively looking at someone or, be super active on whatever dating, things are out there. But at the same time, ask, just when you step outside the home, just give yourself that energy and tell your ego to step aside and say, look, I'm open. Let the spirit of me attract the person if this is the right time. Something like that, okay? And together, see, this is the third card I was going to draw. What you're going to create together is family. So kids, furry kids, those energies have come through because we did see the Empress before. So it's going to be a very, very fertile connection. And whatever that looks to you, if it's a blended family, if you have kids, they have kids already and you blend your families, or if you like adopt kids or make your own kids or adopting animals, whatever that is, you are somebody who's gonna wanna create something together, okay? Whatever shape of family or definition of family it is to the two of you, because I'm going back to this conjunction energy as well. There is a beautiful union in this group that is going to happen. And then we have divine timing at the bottom of the deck. I know a lot of us don't like that message, but that's the best, we can thrive for. But yeah, you do you. At the same time, don't be closed to this person coming in. And for them, they are, they're going through this lesson of like not chasing people. So they're going to be a little bit guarded. Like both of you are so guarded in your mental body. But, once you get going, it's like very strong momentum ahead. So let's see. Let's get your final messages from the Romance Angels. Pile 2 Spirit. If you made it so far, please hit the subscribe button. Drop me a comment. Give me a like. Thank you for sharing your time and your energy with me. I really appreciate it. Let's get a couple more messages. And one more card, Spirit. Okay. I'm clarifying that. Okay. Let's see, we do have attraction, bottom deck energy. So the more attractive you feel to yourself, the faster you're going to attract that person. But your first card out, we have very soon. And again, we had the Uranian energy show up. So clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And let's go in order. Okay, so sorry about the noise. Looks like there's a moving truck outside. So very soon, that's message 1. So stay open, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So those are like the prominent, I would say, love messages that we're getting here. Now, Spirit did want to bring on these things that we talked about. You see, we have deception and codependency. So I would say, like with codependency and deceptions, make sure when you're in this connection that you be you. Again, you're both very like woke people. I can't even say it properly. Woke people, but we are coming into this with the past, and we talked about this. So how can we not let the past affect us? Okay, being kind to ourselves, accepting ourselves that yes, we may have been in codependent relationships in the past, but that's not the case. How do we not have our past wounds cloud our feelings at the moment? So again, go back to the center, go back to your heart chakra, go back to your gut, your sacral, your solar plexus. So ground yourself through the lower chakras and then see how you feel. Okay, then you get to know each other, and then you'll see how quickly things fall into alignment, because you have the Sun card showing up twice in your reading, pile 2. So it's like you're coming into the light. I really want to say you're coming into the light, and so are they. So just be open to it. Okay, that's what I have for you, pile 2. Please drop me a like, comment, and share if you think this could help a friend or two. Again, thank you for being here. I wish you the very best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for being here. Just cleansing your space and my mind and my aura. And we can get fresh energies for your pile. I hope you're doing well. A little bit more energy for you. So let's look at your pile. Pile 3. You chose the 3rd oracle card, which says Cone of Power. And the word here is energy. I really love that. And it has a number 34, another 7. So we have 2 7s in today's reading. 7 is all about alignment, okay? Alignment with our spirit, with our soul, and really like exude a lot of self-love energy as well. With this, it's giving me like major, of course it has energy. So we're going to use this card as the soul essence of your person. Who are they? Their soul's essence, right? And this is giving me really major magician vibes, and I'll tell you why, because we've got 4 elements here. So your person, and I don't know what this means, but for me it's like, again, giving me the energy of I don't know if you're familiar with light language. So this person may be into, wow, these messages are just like buzzing my brain right now. My crown chakra is completely lit up. But your person may have very intuitive skills. They may do automatic writing. They may even do, I know this is some other language. I don't think they are runes, but they may do what did I say? What the word I said before? Light language. So they may write light language, or they may be familiar with it. I know it's a very alien concept, but they may be somebody like that who has very interesting spiritual practices. They're very open, very wide in their occult knowledge. They have learned probably from a lot of religions, a lot of different belief systems, a lot of different cultures. Their soul loves to travel, and they may be somebody who likes to do multiple things. So they're always multitasking. But back to the magician energy, we do see the 4 elements, and usually the magician card has air, water, fire, earth represented on it. And then the energy of the person is what the spirit is, right? The 5th element, as we talk about. So this is a great manifester. As somebody could also be an entrepreneur. I wouldn't be surprised. But if not for a business, they definitely have a lot going on. And that's how their soul thrives. They have to be involved in a lot of things. Which may sometimes be mistaken in traditional society as, well, this person cannot finish things. No, they can. They actually have such a vast array of interest that's what the soul signed up for, always learning new things, always moving on. And then when they get done with something or they lose interest, that's because it's it was a path, that they were meant to get on and get what they can absorb from it and then grow from it and then move on to the next path. Okay, that's just what their nature is. But of course, very spiritual with the cone of power here. Very learned person, may also have, like, I'm hearing, like, physically many degrees, like certifications in their life. That's quite possible with them, but not to, like, claim a certain status. It's just because they've enjoyed it. Okay? But very beautiful energy, and of course all 4 elements. It may be a very, very balanced person that we're talking about. And again, I always say that the energies mirror, so this may also be your energy. So if it sounds like you, then of course, congratulations, you are attracting exactly who you are and what energy you're vibrating at. So wonderful. So with that said, let's look at the current energies. Where are they at currently in their journey? And we're going to draw from 5 oracle cards. So bear with me. I'm doing this live today, so you can pick up and tap into your energy and their energy and see what wants to come through. So pile 3's person spirit. Actually, I don't need to shuffle so much. I've already done this. But just for sanity, this person has a good sense of humor. Something very funny came to me. There's like a meme in the tarot world where, when you ask the tarot a question and, the reader keeps telling the same answer because, the cards are going to tell what they tell. The meme always says it at the bottom is like, bitch, reshuffle. So I think they have a very funny, quirky energy like that. Like, yeah, whatever, reshuffle, even though I shuffle the cards. So good sense of humor. I like it. And you may have that kind of quirkiness to you as well. So let's see. I am reshuffling, so don't call me that word. I will reshuffle. Oh, funny. Okay. I don't know, guys. I crack myself up sometimes. So let's see. Current energy of your person. Adjacent possibilities. What did I say? This person doesn't work on one thing. Look at the amount of doors that are opening for them, and that they're opening and walking through or falling through and getting out of one. So again, very creative mode for them right now. They are working on multiple projects, work, life, health, love, and we'll look at what else comes through. But like, there's like so much always going on in their mind. And again, I want to kind of repeat the message because they want me to, that no, this is not somebody who lacks attention or lacks focus. They're a very vast person and have a lot of interests going on. We have comfort zone, south node, clinging. So what they're working on at the moment is actually coming out of the familiar. They may, again, I'm not surprised with these two showing in combination, because this talks about trying different directions, different things, and exploring different avenues so they don't become stagnant, because south node is what we were born into this lifetime being naturally good at. Okay, so those things comes very easy to us, and we keep doing those because, you know, that's just natural. But they are the south node, meaning we did that in our past lifetimes. So we come, you know how, like, let's say you're doing I don't know, if you're doing a medical degree, but you took tons of pre-med courses and etc., etc. So by the time you get to the medical degree, it feels like repetition, but it feels so easy because you've done it so many times before. So that's the energy of the south node. It feels very familiar. However, you have mastered those lessons, and you have to supposed to move in the opposite direction towards the south node. So for their current energy, that's what they're working on. And they're very, as I said, because they're so expansive in their occult knowledge, they're very familiar about their habitual patterns, and that's what they're breaking out of and saying, I don't want to become stagnant. I want to keep growing, and I want to keep trying new things instead of staying in the familiar. So very brave person, and very, I would say courageous. Yeah, courageous is the word that's coming through. Again, we have release with the south node. For sure, leaving the past in the past. They're really clearing their energy at the moment. We have the crow spirit, co-create with spirit. Number 17, which reduces to an 8. So again, working through abundance, working through, I don't know if they're working through some business plans and just like exploring many avenues, but this could be a big career shift for them. I'm getting that energy, and we're going to look at what astral houses they're working on, but I do get this could be about a past relationship, although I'm not picking that too much. What I'm really picking up is like they're reinventing themselves in a new career. And remember I said they may have too many degrees, like official certifications. This person likes to pivot every, let's say, 5 to 10 years, and that's what they're working on, but they're working on it from a very spiritual place. So they're co-creating with spirit. They're really following their intuition and listening to their gut feeling on what they should be working next, instead of like just being stuck, and not stuck, just being in a quote-unquote stable career that brings in a regular paycheck. They may be working on some business ideas and something that inspires them, and it may be a little difficult for the people around them to comprehend their journey. But again, that's not their job, right? Their job, and they truly see it because of how spiritual they are. It's like, you know, it's okay for people to have different opinions. They're gonna do what calls them. So that's the energy I'm picking up. So possible this is all about releasing an old career. And then we have the dog. So wow, this is beautiful energy, because the dog is like represents a friend. So their current energy is like they're in a very beautiful, lovely place, very friendly, and maybe they're also going through this theme has come through for pretty much all the piles. They're going through a change of friend circle. Okay, because when we shift our path and we open different doors than we are conditioned to follow, we also go through a big change in the number of people and the type of people in our energy field. Okay, so that one of the common things that changes more often than not is the people around you. Right, so they're really inviting in true friends, new friends that are coming into your life, but there's definitely a release of old type of people. And again, I don't mean old people. What I mean is like people that resonated with their person in the past are no longer the same people that they're now going to be engaging with. Okay, it's really truly about genuine friendships, about genuinely caring about each other, and that's the tribe that they're inviting in, and that's who they are. They are not engaging in any what's the word for it, any acquaintance type engagements, meaning, let me clarify, that was very cryptic. Meaning they're not gonna, even if they get invited to something and they meet friends of friends or whatever, they're in a place where they're very good at saying no to just showing up just for the sake of it. Okay, so they're not gonna do something unless it's in alignment with them, but they have discovered a way of very tactfully declining these invitations is what I'm getting. So they're not going to do it just for fake, not for fake, I want to say just for pleasantries. Yeah, that's a better word. Thank you, Spirit. They're just not. They're like, no, I got too much going on. So very interesting place where they're in, but let's see what the astral houses focus comes out for them. We have marriage. Okay, marriage is on the mind. All right, and then this one just flopped out, and we have wealth. There you go. That's what they're working on, and so I kept picking up this wealth energy. So they do want to find a serious partner, and they do also want to work on wealth. And as I said, they're maybe like really shifting their career at the moment. So very cool, very cool. Let's get some months. This could be, just important months. So their birthday, your birthday, the month you meet them, the month you make things official. We'll take it as it fits. This is just the fun part. Well, all of this is fun, by the way, because don't let any of this dictate your reality. You have free will. I mean, not that you don't know that, but that just wanted to come through very powerfully, like telling me, like almost like a nudge from spirit, like, hey, don't dictate people. No, that's not what we're doing. So we have October, November, and then we have July. So we have summer and fall months showing up over here. I love the sun over here. So beautiful. And the waves. So you have July, you have October, and then we have November. So take them as a fit. I'm just going to put them here, make space. These could be important months to you or to them, or of course to both of you. Okay, so let's get to know your person. What we're going to do now is start with the basic sun, moon, rising. And then as I've been telling each pile, I invite you to look at it as the characteristics. Okay, the energies of these signs instead of like actual sun, moon, risings, because hey, we can't know everybody's sun, moon, rising when we first meet them. We can't even ask them. Well, this person, I won't be surprised if you just ask them, hey, what's your sun, moon, rising? What's your rising sign? They would actually know what it is with this magician energy that they gave off. But let's see. So the sun is where they shine, how people see them, like their larger aura. Okay, we have the moon. Wow, this is just the same as pile 2. Maybe you're coming from there, but interesting. Very warm energy. They are, you get what you, what you see is what you get with this person in a public presence. Let's see what brings them comfort. We have opposition, balance. Very interesting. Ooh, I love this. I'll talk about it. And then the rising, which would mean their first impression, when people meet them, what do they get off of them? Ooh, Saturn, wisdom. All right, this is a very interesting person. And we're going to bring tarot into the mix as well. Let's just do that. Where's my tarot deck? This reading takes a lot of decks, so it's a bit of a organized chaos behind the camera. So, so let me draw the tarots as well, and let's just like talk through it before I clarify with tarot. So, sun, meaning how do they shine in public? How do people see them? They come out as a very warm person. And why I say that is because it has moon and feelings, and moon is, it represents Cancer, the sign of Cancer and the sign of Pisces in astrology. But the whole point about the moon is feelings, being very open with your feelings. So they're a very genuine and warm person, and that's why I say what you see is what you get. People look at them as a very genuine person. There is no facade to them. There is no trickery to them. And not that, that they are or behind the scenes. No. It's just that's how people genuinely see them. So they're very, very, they may be like... They may, how do I say this, gather fans very easily, because of this reputation of like, if they're not in it, they'll tell you they're not in it. But if they are genuinely interested in your idea or your conversation, you will know that right away. So this person is very genuine. And then in terms of their moon sign, meaning how they feel, where they feel comfort and where they feel safety and very grounded, is actually when they have someone to challenge them. So this is a very interesting energy with the opposition, because the keyword is balance. You see here? So in astrology, when we have an opposition of two planets, it's either a complementary energy, either a mirroring energy, or where there are, how like you, what is that? Testing a hypothesis by, was it the null hypothesis and alternative hypotheses? Oh my God, I'm going back to like high school now. But, if you want to test something, you set the null hypothesis of like the opposite of it. So they thrive when someone challenges them, and not from like a mean position, but intellectually, they love intellectual conversations. This person is very, very intelligent, and they could stay up all night talking, debating, confirming, or like, completely, ooh, okay. All right, that's confirming. They're definitely gonna love you to challenge them, okay? And not for the sake of challenge, right? I wanna just like clarify that. They love a healthy conversation, an intellectual conversation, and like they're most comfortable in that. And with their rising, with Saturn showing up and the keyword wisdom here, and there are tons of keywords here, the first impression they give to people is that they're a very structured person, they're very wise, they are very traditional, they are very poised, they have a lot of self-control, they don't just like go out and blurt things unless it's the right time, the right place, unless they're invited to speak, or it's just like Saturn is a very reserved energy, so their first impression could be that they're very reserved and very serious and structured, but they're not going to butt their head in a conversation if it's not in their highest good or in the highest good of the people involved. So a lot of they give a very responsible energy, even from a young age. They may be somebody who appeared very responsible, very serious. Not that they don't have a funny flair, because we got that energy with the shuffling phrase that I said. But yeah, very structured, very reliable. Reliable is the word I was looking for. Thank you, Spirit. So let's clarify these with tarot. In their public image with the moon, we have the Four of Swords. Wow, the Four of Swords is the fourth house energy, the Cancer energy, where you are comfortable, where you sit back and relax and you take a break. Okay, we'll talk about this. I love it. Let's look at this energy of debate. Two cards are coming out. See, Three of Pentacles and Six of Wands. Yeah. So they, as I said, Three of Pentacles is all about co-creating, co-building, and that word has come out here as well. Oh my God, are you another pile that's probably going to do business together? It's possible that, you guys get into some entrepreneurial avenues together. But we have, you're very intelligent, by the way, pile 3. I'm like picking up on that energy. My vocabulary changes, and I'm feeling like, where are these words coming from? So you're very much in tune. Again, this could be your energy as well. Of course, we attract who we are. But with the comfort, the moon energy with opposition and balance, we have the Three of Pentacles, again, where you co-create with another person. And this is Six of Wands is recognition, admiration, accolades. So they love losing an argument or winning an argument, but for the right reasons. So it's a very balanced person. Again, it's coming with the word balance. So they would love talking with you, debating with you, like healthy debates. This is not egoic debates, but they just like being inspired, and that inspires them. So they're gonna really look at you as this beautiful, intelligent being, and they really want to work with you as well. And again, in partnership, but also in relationship. That's what we're getting. So Saturn, let's look at Saturn. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Very interesting energy. So Saturn is a long-term planet. Okay, Saturn represents time. And in their first impression, they look like an entrepreneur. I'll tell you that. Because the Ace of Pentacles is the pentacle. That's the seed that is planted and it grows into the Ten of Pentacles. So they may give off a very interestingly Aquarian vibe, that they start new projects. They may be give like an investor vibe, like, you know, what do they call, like the venture capitalist investors. But this is, again, pentacles are also very grounded energy, so earth energy, so very, very solid. Somebody that people would want to be around, work with, learn from. That's the energy they give. So again, very wise, very reliable. I mean, completely marriage material if you think from a first impression perspective of how your parents may view them or your friends may view them. Not that that matters, but that's the impression that they give. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna look at compatibility in this union, and we're gonna look at 3 axes: the mental, emotional, and physical chemistry. So we'll draw from the Yin Yang Oracle, and then we'll clarify with tarot. So, mental space, Spirit. What does their mental compatibility look like? What's going on in pile 3s? And our person's mental space. Okay. We have the truth expression. See? Love it. I love it. Both of you are very in tune with who you are and will express to each other very why did I say emotionally? Well, you'll express your emotions because it's also coming on top of the moon. So there is no such concept in this, even though that's an emotional aspect, that they say first or you say first, or they have to initiate or you have to initiate. No, both people are very true and very comfortable, and the mindset is like, if you feel it, just say it, type of thing. Okay, and we'll draw more. Emotionally, remember awakening. Wow. So again, this is one of the, again, an energy of like past life relationships over here, but you are going to feel very comfortable with this person. It's almost going to feel very effortless with the remember and the awakening energy coming up, because it talks about our soul waking up to something, right? And you're waking up to each other, and you realize that you've been together in past lifetimes. And then physical, we have the change and courage. So this talks about how do we move forward from the past, how do we leave that behind and take a journey together. And it's also like, because it's in the physical space, you may be travelers, and well, there are 2 aspects. You may travel to other countries, other places, but at the same time, this is also representing travel to different places when the bodies are integrating. Do you know what I mean? So really, really hotness in the bedroom, where you take each other onto these long journeys. Okay, so this is not like a burnout quick type of physical energy. This is like where we transform together. This is a very spiritual connection. It's very, very strong. Where is my tarot deck? Okay, so let's clarify mental expression with the truth and expression, excuse me. Mental compatibility, show us, Spirit. We have the Empress. Look at that. You know, I love this because the Empress is the energy of Taurus. Taurus is the second house. The second house, you see how I connect the dots, like how Spirit takes me on a journey. And the second house talks about self-worth, self-identity, how we see ourselves, how we love ourselves. And when we love ourselves a lot and in the right way, we become very, very fertile and productive and just attract a lot of abundance and love and wealth into our lives. And that is the mindset that the 2 of you already have. And it's like, okay, let's be truthful to ourselves. What is our true expression, who we are? And you know, when we're very much in tune with ourselves, when we're so aligned, do we have the number 7 here? Yeah, 34-7. 7 is about our alignment, right? There is no need to over communicate or under communicate or hide things. the mentally you're absolutely in sync. And together, because we also have the opposition here, so this is like the synergistic, you know, a little bit of balancing each other out, you will create a beautiful life. This is like very fertile life together, because the mindset is so in tune. There is no catching up to each other, okay? I'm like clearly seeing that. It's like you're in sync, absolutely in sync, and this is going to lead to a lot of abundance. And again, not just in money, but like in the relationship. This is beautiful. So let's look at emotional connection over here with the awakening. Of course, you will have stories and you'll talk about your journey, you know, through the self. But emotionally, look at that. I mean, again, that's where the mindset commonality comes from. But this is moving forward from the past. Six of Swords. This is where we leave the old behind. Again, there's a lot of like emphasis on travel for you, pile 3. It's possible you meet this person through a travel experience, or like a soul traveling ceremony. Let's say if you go for an ayahuasca or a yoga retreat, or some like other medicinal occult practice that helps you deepen and connect with your soul. It's possible you meet this person there, or you may do this together. Again, that was a side message. But literally, even like the emotional compatibility here is telling us that you are a couple that is at a point where you can look at the past and you can look at it for the experience and the lesson that it taught you, but then you take that lesson and you move forward with the Six of Swords over here, okay? It's the journey ahead. You don't stay stuck in the past, and this is how you're going to complement each other. It's likely that if they get stuck, you remind them, and if you get stuck, they remind you. But it's always moving forward, as you said, not staying in the South Node, moving forward towards the North Node together and getting on this beautiful journey. Let's see what this is about. The change and the courage to change, courage to take this new journey. What is that about the physical compatibility or physical chemistry between this group? Let's do one more time. Let's reshuffle. Okay, so we have Six of Pentacles. All right, so nurturing each other. I love this. So with the Six of Pentacles usually represents receiving and giving. And giving and receiving. So very balanced. Again, the word balance keeps coming up. You may take turns in doing things for each other, to each other, physically speaking. And I'm not kidding. Look at this. I just saw this bottom deck energy. You have the balance again. So you guys physically have a perfect balance. Either you're going to be like one of those couples that both climax at the same time. I don't know. You know, like, and genuinely not just like faking it because you're so in tune. But this is amazing. Number 11. And of course, the Justice card, balance here. What was that? Opposition, balance over here. So I do feel, and then with the Six of Pentacles, it is about give and take, okay? There's a very healthy relationship here where there's a proper give and take, and you may take turns, but the balance is, it's like a perfect balance between the two of you. Oh, this is so beautiful. And you may be creative about what you want to do, because that's what takes you on a new journey when you try new things, physically speaking, okay? All right, so we will now take a look at the journey to each other. So what we're going to look at is what is the lesson they have to complete, or they're completing, to come to you. What is a lesson you have to complete to come into this union? And then we're going to look at what is it that you're going to create together. So Spirit, pile 3's person, what is the lesson they have to work on? We got this one. Summer. It's time to see the sunny side. Your answers arrive in summer. Okay, summer. We did have July over here. So with this being a lesson for them, I honestly feel, because we have the adjacent possibilities and the changes in the careers and everything, what they need to learn, because we did talk about they like to do a lot of things, is how to take a break. Okay. And again, it's not I would not call this like a workaholic energy, but I would call this as somebody who is so excited about learning and doing things that they're always doing something. So the lesson they're going through right now is like, okay, stop, pause, take a break, and actually listen to your gut and reconnect, which they know how to do. But sometimes they're just like running at like 100 miles an hour. So the lesson for them is summer, is to slow down, is to take a break, is to rejuvenate, reconnect. Okay, let's look at your energy. So pile 3 spirit, what is the lesson that they are completing, they're going through before this union? So pile 3 spirit. 5th dimension. Ooh. Intuitive communication. You are connected at the soul level. You're working on your spirituality. You're probably through a phase, again, a little bit of similar energy to last pile, but in a very different sense, is that you're not actively looking for love, and you're just working on the self and the self journey. And then number 7, aligning with yourself. Okay, that's where you are, because there is a very strong trust and belief in you that, you know, you already know this person. And see, you have the remember awakening, and then we have the 5th dimension. You already met them in the 5th dimension, in dream state. Your souls are connected, and you just know it is going to happen. You're not really looking for it. So beautiful lesson that you're completing, pile 3. So let's see, what are you going to create together? What is the lesson, the phase? Ooh, I lost half my deck. That you're going to create together in this lifetime. What is pile 3 and their person going to create together? We got 2. We're going to create memories. Look at that. And is this journey card? Ah, look at that. See, you're going to move each other. Did we talk about that if you get stuck, they remind you, and if they get stuck, you remind them? Look at that. So block third parties, silence barriers, shift your focus to clear the energy. And then we have memories, nostalgia, repetition, attachment, reliving the past, letting it go. So you're going to continuously keep helping each other to grow on your spiritual journeys, okay? Doing that, you will also create your own memories. But this is very important because, especially with the 5th dimension and the remember and awakening energies over here, what they're showing me is like it's going to be a lifetime of growth together. And see, again, the 6 of Pentacles and the balancing, and we saw the justice energy here as well, right? You're going to balance each other out. You're going to keep course correcting each other, but not from an egoic place, from a place of nurturing each other. You know, like that couple, they kind of boost each other up to grow on their journey. That's what it is. So it's a perfect marriage where you're going to help each other grow and create beautiful memories along the way. But very, very lovely. You'll remind them when to take a break. They'll remind you when to take a break. And then it's not going to be difficult at all because you're very intuitively connected to each other. Wow, pile 3, so beautiful. Okay, so let's look at your final messages from Romance Angels. Again, if you've made it this far, do hit the bell icon, subscribe to my channel, and drop me a comment and a like. And do feel free to share it with a friend or two if you think it'll bring them any important messages they want to hear. So with that, let's see what Romance Angels have to say for you. Okay, I usually take 4 and they just flopped out, giving me very Uranian vibe again. So let's see what we have. First up, we've got soulmate. And again, we know that because we're already connected in the 5th dimension. Yes, this is your soulmate. Point blank. Playfulness to recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Did we talk about inner child here? I don't know. By the third pile, like my brain has all these messages. We have heart-to-heart conversations. There we go. We talked about very easy to communicate with each other. So honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And then we have past life relationship. Boom. Boom. You have known each other before. We've picked up on that energy quite a bit. So for you, pile 3, when you meet this person, it's going to feel very effortless and it's going to feel very playful. So honestly, you don't have that energy here that you overanalyze things. But even if that happens, like just snap out of it and just like take it as a fun feeling, because that inner child is going to come out and want to play. So just listen to that part of your body, like your gut and your inner child, and not your mind. But definitely beautiful connection here. There's definitely a past life relationship. And yes, this is your soulmate. All right, pile 3, thank you for being here. Thank you for lending your energy to this tribe. I wish you the absolute best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.